Video. Video is the best way to get massive organic reach and attract people who can't wait to work with you by establishing yourself as a leader and authority. If you want to do more video marketing, but you aren't, perhaps the reason is it feels overly complicated. You don't know where to start. I am not going to tell you that it is super simple, piece of cake, because there is a learning curve, but I am going to uncomplicate it for you. So you know what you need and what you can ignore and start making videos consistently to boost your presence. So if you want to jump in on the most effective form of online marketing right now, grab your coffee, because it's time to rise, and it's always time to shine, so let's do this. Welcome back to Rise and Shine, the weekly show that helps you come up with creative ideas to shine online. I am Nika Stewart, and I have been an entrepreneur for several decades, whatever several may mean. First, let me welcome all of you, my beautiful friends. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Anjali. Hi, so many of my friends on YouTube. The most active network is YouTube. So if you do want to come on over to YouTube, come on over and say hello and join the conversation happening in the chat. Today, we are going to talk about video because not only are the trends and the research and the studies showing that video is an amazing way, it's really the most effective way to get organic reach on social media. I have personally noticed it. My clients are personally noticing it, getting not just, if you usually get 10, 20, 30, hundreds, several thousand people seeing your posts with videos, you can get tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, in many cases, millions of views with video. And so that's why I want to talk about video, because, for years I wanted to do video, but I always had some excuses. So I'm going to talk about what you really need. You may think you need certain things that you don't, and you may not realize that there are some things that you absolutely should have. When I was starting on video, I started with someone who said, well, you might need this, I just wanted to be told what to get. And there was always well, it depends. It depends. But I'm going to give you some examples of just exactly what you need, so it's not complicated anymore. And I will start by saying, if you're looking to grow a business, if you're looking to get massive reach, you do have to invest time. It's not going to be something where you just push an easy button and it's just all done. You do need to invest time. And for some of the technology, you do need to invest money. And for some of us, I'm going to talk a little more about this in a moment, but sometimes you need to invest in support, in getting a coach or a mentor or an accountability group to keep you going. So I'm going to tell you what all of the things that we think we need, and then what you actually do need, and what you may want to get in the future, and what you can completely ignore. Does that sound good to you? And by the way, if you want the notes for all of this, because I'm going to be putting up a list of things that you're going to want to look into. If you don't have time to take all the notes, let me know, and I will send you access to all of these notes so you don't have to be worried right now. You could just listen along and join in and join our conversation. And let's see. So I see Abby. Hello, Abby. Cute picture. So yeah, let me know by putting notes in the chat. This automatically works on the Facebook page. If you're not on my business Facebook page, I will come back and get you later and make sure you have access to these notes. So Tracy needs notes because she's watching from the pool, and you don't want to get your paper wet. you just want to relax and enjoy your day at the pool. Hello from Tucson. Hello to Tucson, Darla. Great to see you here. Okay, so I want to start by saying something that I have found to be really helpful when it comes to video marketing and doing videos. When I say videos, by the way, I mean live video like I'm doing right now. You may be watching this live and we're having a chat back and forth, or you're watching the replay, which is awesome, but I'm recording this live, and so I need to be doing things as I'm streaming. Or video also means recorded video. So you can record, you can make mistakes, you can cut them out. When I make mistakes right now, I can't cut them out. I can later, but right now you're going to see the mistakes because you're watching live or a replay of the live. So when I say video, I mean live or recorded video. One thing that you can remember is that there is a sweet spot. And what I mean by that is there is a place where you have enough professional or technical equipment and know-how, but not so much that it's complicated. Once you pass that sweet spot and it feels complicated, you're no longer in your sweet spot. So if right now all you can handle is pushing a button on your phone and recording yourself, then that is your sweet spot. And that's all you need. And it is perfectly perfect and okay to do video that way. Once you find your sweet spot, so a sweet spot is having enough of the equipment and know-how that it feels comfortable to you, still can feel a little out of your comfort zone, like it's a stretch. You still may not be like, oh, I have no problem pushing recording, going live. No, it still may feel a little scary. That's cool. But your sweet spot, it's not your comfort zone. It's enough equipment that it feels comfortable for you to do it. Once you know that sweet spot, you should go live and record videos as often as possible, because then you get good at it. Sweet spot, right, Andy? And I think I would love to know, Andy, what your sweet spot is, because I see you going live and putting up videos often. So what is the sweet spot for you? And I'm going to now list all the things that you need to have everything you need to do professional videos. But most of us are not there. I'm certainly not there. I'm going live and doing videos almost every day, but I am not at this place yet. I'm somewhere, my sweet spot is somewhere around here. Yours may be here or here. Go do lots and lots of videos. And when that starts feeling more comfortable, you can then add a little more and expand that sweet spot for you. The reason, so you don't have to be perfect. Well, I know that you are already perfect, Roberta. But no, well, let me say this in my way. You already are perfect, everybody. Meaning flaws, blemishes, uncomfortableness, awkwardness, weirdness, that's all perfect. So be your perfect self wherever you are. And if you're waiting to be someone else, you're never going to get out there. So you have to be perfectly imperfect you. And be happy and get out there. So that being said, I feel like I'm saying all of these things. So I'm now going to give you a list of all the things that we think we need to do consistent video, and then tell you what you can eliminate if it feels uncomfortable to you. But there are a few things that you do want. You absolutely want, that you're going to put a star next to, and these are the things that you want to have so that you can consistently go live. Some of them are things that really made such a huge difference for me. It took me from wanting to do more video and feeling guilty and stressed that I wasn't doing it. But every morning and every night, and even in the middle of the night, waking up thinking, I really should, I wish I could. I want to be out there. I want to be known. I know video is good. Why am I not doing it? A few of the things that I'm going to mention, I'm going to tell you what they are. It helped, and now I do it. So if you want to take away the guilt and the stress and the wishing that you were doing more of it, I got you. So, and I love you, Andy. So Andy said it's called flow. I know it. I feel it. I am it. Is that big enough for you? It's actually perfect because that's what you get to. And I call that your sweet spot. You're calling it your flow. Once you really feel like you feel it and you know it and you are it, if you want, you can add another piece. I work with a coach, Molly, who calls this a parfait, calls all of your business a parfait, meaning there are layers and you don't create, in business, it's too overwhelming to create the whole parfait and munch into it. It's overwhelming. Start where you are, and when that feels amazing, add another layer. And your sweet spot keeps growing. Again, I'm going to now tell you what all these things are, and I want you to remember my definition of sweet spot is enough of the equipment and support and know-how to keep you consistently doing video. That's your sweet spot. And for everyone, it's different. So let's go over all of the things that we think we need in order to do video consistently. And we start with a camera. That's generally, if we think about doing video, the first thing for me that comes to mind is, well, I need a camera. It's pretty cool that, I'm glad that you needed to hear that, Darla. It's pretty cool that our phones can now act as a camera. So we pretty much, we all have a phone, right? It's weird because that used to not be the case. Like only certain people purchased a mobile phone. Now that's just a given. We all have a phone. So if you don't feel like investing in a camera, you can use your phone as your camera. And there's nothing wrong with that. The cool thing with a phone being your camera is it includes the audio. Now, when you feel comfortable in your sweet spot and your phone is your camera and your audio and you're doing that consistently and you're ready to add another layer, you can either add an external audio like a mic that plugs into your phone for higher quality audio, or you can purchase a higher professional camera and a mic, or a camera that includes the mic. I personally use for almost for all of my live streams, I use an external webcam. It is a Logitech webcam. It's plugged into my computer. It acts as a camera and audio. Can I get an upgraded camera? Yes, and I may soon. I think I'm almost at that point where I'm ready to upgrade my camera. The challenge for me is that when I upgrade my camera, I am also then going to have to invest in audio, in a good mic, because cameras are made for the visual, the streaming, not for the audio. I have this fairly low cost, very reasonably priced webcam, which includes audio and video. And it is not the ultimate professional quality, but it's simple. And I believe it was last week or the week before, we were talking, and those of you who are on will remember, one of the biggest things that came up is that simplicity is the answer to consistency. And consistency is extra, extra, extra important for anything we do to grow our businesses. So bottom line is you want to be consistent. And knowing that we want to be consistent, if it doesn't feel simple enough to us, if it feels overly complicated, we are not going to continue it. So you start with a camera that feels simple enough to you. I now am so comfortable with this webcam that I may be ready to upgrade and try something new. And I actually have recently purchased audio, like a wireless audio lavalier. And I'm going to attempt that in another week or two, which means that I will then be able to get a camera. So I'm at a place where I'm looking to test that out. If you're not, you can use your phone, you could use your webcam, you can use an external webcam for your camera. There you go. Audio and video here. Oh, both look really great. Thank you. I thought you were saying it's important. It is important. And I think it is more than good enough what I'm using. And it's a simple webcam with audio built in. The next thing that you may want to think about is a tripod. And by tripod, what I mean is a holder for your camera / audio. So your audio and your camera may be combined. And a tripod, I am using a tripod for my webcam. My webcam is just twisted into this tripod. It could be placed right onto the back of your laptop, or it could be placed on a box, but you need a holder for your camera and or your audio. Again, what is your sweet spot? I love having this tripod because for two reasons. Number one, the external webcam can rest right on my computer, but my computer sometimes the fans get busy and loud, and the audio was picking up that sound. So I pushed the webcam a few inches away from my computer and put it on a tripod. You can get tripods or phone holders or webcam holders on Amazon for very, very low cost. But having a holder of any sort for your camera and or audio is very helpful. It takes away that excuse like I'm not ready to go live. Because my camera is on my tripod and always sitting here, I take away the excuse of, wait, where is my stuff? What can I put it on? When I'm not here in my studio and I want to go live, one of the things I always have to think about is, do I have a box to put my phone on? So if you want to get rid of any excuse you get rid of, makes you more consistent. So think about if you need a holder for your camera. Lighting. Who here loves good lighting? I invested in lighting, again, very reasonably priced lighting. And you know what? I just realized that someone moved this lighting recently and it is not facing in the right direction. I'm going to see if this makes a difference. Someone was playing in my studio. Let's see what this looks like. Does this? I don't know if this is going to change anything. Whoops, and now it fell on me. Maybe that's why it was moved. Okay, I'm going to see what I can do here. And I think I know what happened. I think something was moved, and that's why I wonder if that's any different. I think that's a brighter light on my face. It was facing away from me. So lighting, Heather is saying it's the bane of my existence. Are you talking about lighting? Because this is a little delayed, and I wonder, tell me, Heather, if you're talking about lighting. Or is it finding a holder for your phone and your camera, which is the bane of your existence? And we're gonna come up with a solution for you. Every time you have that thing that always comes up, every time you go to start something that's supposed to be consistent, you lower the potential for consistency. So as I'm talking about the things you need and the things you need to ignore, think about if I bring up something and it feels like a thing that keeps coming up, let's come up with a solution right now. Lighting is the bane of Heather's existence. So I am going to actually skip ahead right now and talk about this. And hi, Angelina. Great to see you. We're going to talk about, let's see where it is. The studio. Oh, actually, it is the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is studio. And by studio, what I mean is a dedicated space. It doesn't mean every video or live stream that you do is in that space. But if you have a dedicated space for video, you have eliminated all of those banes of your existence, all of those excuses for not doing a video right now. I've said this many times and I'm going to say it again because it's extremely important. Almost every time I went to do a video, up until a few years ago, I would have several excuses. For example, I'm going to move this a second. One of my biggest excuses was it doesn't look good in the camera. Lighting was one of the most important things. It just didn't look good. It was the wrong time of day. I couldn't find a room that had sunlight coming in the right direction that wasn't a huge mess behind me. I didn't have the space. It didn't look good. Once I set up a dedicated corner of my basement, and all it needs to be is a corner of a room, the back of a closet, any space that is dedicated to you doing video, that's called your studio. I call it my studio, and it's just a tiny space in my basement. I like calling it a studio. It feels more professional, more kind of like foo-foo-y. I like it. So when are you going to create a dedicated space for yourself, Heather? And if lighting is the biggest issue, you want to get a set of lights. Can you invest $60 or $70 into a set of lights that will always be in your dedicated space, and every time you walk in, you push on, and I'll show you. I have this little thing, and I push on, and I push, I walk in, I sit down, and it looks like this, and I push my button, the lights go on, and now lighting is not an excuse anymore. So your home office looks like Radio Shack. Let's create, that's cool. That means you have all the wires that you need, right? And the batteries. And by the way, I may have to come over because I am really sad I can't go to a Radio Shack anymore. It's gone, isn't it? Radio Shack was the best thing. Anytime I needed anything, I would go and I'd say, I need a thing that takes this, that goes to, and they would always know, and they would always have it. So next time I need a thing, I'm coming to Heather's office. So let's find you, Heather. I would love you to commit. If you want to do video, if you want to grow organically online, your thing to get you in that sweet spot is to create a dedicated space. Just find a new space for video. And yes, it was so cutting edge, Radio Shack. It feels old fashioned now, but it was the best thing ever. Hi, Adam. So great to see you. Okay, so that's what I think. So do you need a studio? You don't need a studio. I say you need a dedicated space. So I'm going to quickly go over this again. Do you need a camera? You need a camera to do video. Your camera can be your phone. It could be a webcam. It can be a professional video camera, but you need a camera. You need a holder for the camera, and you need audio. That can be an external mic or it can be built into your camera. And then you need good lighting. If you want to know what type of lighting I use, put #notes in the comments and I will send you the notes with links to all of this. It's all actually in our free group. So if you ever need any resources, come on over to our free group on Facebook, which is growyoursocial.club. It's a free club. Join, and you need any resources for anything, and it will be you just ask and it's in the group. So, and it's a nice community. If you have any issues or challenges, come on into the group. Okay, so where were we? And by the way, those #notes will automatically send you links to get to that group if you are on my Facebook business page. If not, I will come back later and get you. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about are visuals. Fun things like being able to push a button and have something come up, have overlays, have things fly in, have confetti around your face. Those are fun upgrades. Do you need them to do video? Absolutely not. So if that is in your sweet spot and you love it and it's there, amazing, then you can keep upgrading those. If you're not there yet, eliminate that and add them later or don't add them. Some of the most effective videos out there that are getting people giant reach and people saying, I want to work with you, have no visuals. So don't worry about visuals, but start adding them if you'd like to. Editing tools. If you are going live, you don't need editing tools. You can use those to repurpose your lives, but let's talk about getting out there. When live was in the early days and Periscope came out, I suddenly was more consistent because I'd push a button on my phone, go live, and be done with it. No editing. The thought of creating videos and then editing it, I could create the video and then it would sit there for months until I realized I was never going to edit it. So I stopped creating videos because they never went anywhere. If you don't want to do editing, do live streaming. It's not a secret. It's just like, do it. Do live streaming and you never have to edit anything. You're done. You went live. You did it. You're done. Oh, feels so good. Go live tools. Now, if you then want to go live, can you just go live by pushing a button on your phone and going live? Yes. If you want to go to the next level, you can get tools like online cloud-based tools. My favorite to use is StreamYard. And let me know if you want. I have an affiliate code that gives you, I believe it gives you $10 off trying it. But there's also a free version. So let me know if you want that code. I use Ecamm, which is a computer-based program that allows me to do all these fun things like adding things on top and sounds but if that is not your sweet spot, like I can do some woohoo. I can have my things fly in. I can have a really fun overlay. So I can do lots of fun things. I can have people laughing, all that fun stuff. With Ecamm, you can also do that with some of the cloud-based software like StreamYard. But if that is not where you are yet, ignore it and stop feeling stressed about it and start doing video. The next thing that you need when you're doing video is presentation skills. Do you need to be perfect? Absolutely not. Do you need to be even really good at it? No. What you need is to be you. Be yourself. And in order to get better at presenting, I wish this wasn't true. I wish it wasn't true. But the only way to get more comfortable doing it is to do it when you're uncomfortable. So for way too long, I waited to get more comfortable on video in order to go on video. And I finally realized that the only way to get more comfortable on video is to go on video feeling uncomfortable. The cool thing is, I have to tell you this, most of the world is really kind. Yes, there are trolls out there, but we're not doing this for them. You go on and you're awkward and you forget words and you are imperfectly perfect you. People love that. They love it. People don't love it when you're perfect. So please go out there being uncomfortable and imperfect. And thank you. Chrissy is putting up these links. So if you would like to try out StreamYard to add the fun overlays and effects, it's nika.live/StreamYard. And Ecamm I even have, which is an upgraded version, which is nika.live/Ecamm. So thank you for that. Lighting and trying StreamYard is my next goal. Excellent. So Darla, it may be that your sweet spot is when you're ready, you're going to expand your sweet spot and add some lighting and try StreamYard. We're going to talk about it, right? Because we'll talk about it in our group. And truth, right? You got to get out there, right, Adam? You're getting out there. So much fun. Okay, so what is next? So presentation skills. You do need some presentation skills, and you will just keep getting, whoever you are right now is exactly where you need to be, and just keep getting out there and getting better. I guess that goes to confidence, right? Do you need confidence? You need enough confidence to push the button. And the more you do it, the better you get. Same thing, really. I was waiting to have confidence to do it, and the only way to get the confidence is to do it. And then each time you do it, you feel more confident. One thing that I love hearing, so I like to say it, whether you consider me a inspirational or not, or you just happen to be here by accident. Anytime I watch someone who is so inspirational to me, who I feel like is so far above where I am, but I want to get to where they are, whenever they admit to not feeling confident and perfect and ready, it really inspires me and makes me feel better, because sometimes I think that we think that the people who do it well have all their crap together, and they're human. And when they admit to being human, I think to myself, oh, then I can do it too. So I want you to know that all of the amazing people are human. And if you're learning from me and you want to know the truth, I always feel uncomfortable going live and pushing the button. Less so than years ago, but it hasn't gone away, and I'll still do it. So I wish and hope and suggest that you keep doing it too. Technical abilities. If your sweet spot does not include high tech and you're not overly technically savvy and it overwhelms and confuses you and feels too complicated, just go live by pushing the button, and you don't need any technical abilities. I mean, you need to know how to push a button and go live and write your comments in there. But pretty much we all can get to that place, or we are, because we're on social media. So where are your technical abilities? If you want to keep improving them, keep improving them. But do you need them to do video? No. Consistency. Yes, that you need. And here's what is true for most of us. In order to have consistency, we need to have a plan/system for doing it so that we cannot keep reinventing the wheel. So that was for me. Every time I would want to either go live or do a video, I started from, okay, what do I do? Instead of having a system where I just go to the checklist and do it the same every time. That takes away the confusion, the complication, the overwhelm, and helps me be consistent. Along with that, accountability is often, support and accountability is what I often feel like I need. I'm a solopreneur and I work for myself, but I am a self-starter and I'm self-motivated, but I want consistent help. I want support. I want someone to hold me accountable. Sometimes the plan and the system holds me accountable, and sometimes other people do, which is why I am always in a mastermind, a brainstorming group. I always have a mentor or a coach that I am investing money in, because it keeps me consistent and keeps me growing. If you are serious about growing a business, you want to continually be investing in improvement. I would like to say that's my opinion, but I'm going to say that's just truth. So I know you meant this about something else, but I'm putting up your truth. Adam says truth about something else. So actually I'm going to push the button right now and talk about accountability and support, which you get if you want to do more video. You get that in our Shine 365 club. Let me quickly go through what is included in this club in case you want to invest in doing more video or being consistent in growing your business in general. So in my membership, you get social media post templates, which means if you don't know what to do for your video or what to write, I give it to you. You fill in the blanks and you have a customized post. You have your month of posts every single month. You also have, I skipped something here. You also have a monthly masterclass like this, new in-depth training on something new every month. Q&A coaching. This month we have that coming up next Wednesday, and I'm really excited because we're working on short form content. How to create videos in under 60 seconds that are powerful and can go viral and be out there amazingly, getting you in front of, for me in the past few months, over 100 million views for my short form content. So if you want to learn more about that, join Shine 365. What else do you get? You get a resource library. You have questions on anything about going online and growing your business? Just look it up in our resource library. It's on demand. That adds up to $252 a month. Anyone want to join for that? It's just $47 a month. And we are opening up membership for a few days, and then we're closing to do some revamping, and the price is going up next month. So it's a really good time to be joining Shine right now and get in at this price, because we are revamping and changing, and it's coming out in a few weeks. So that is at shine-365.com. What are you planning on doing now with your video? Now that you know what you need and what you don't need. So I see Darla said being consistent and accountable, working on those. Yeah. How are you doing that? Put a plan and a system into place. Is having someone coach you and show up every week to say, how's it going? What are you doing? What can I help you with? Is that something that you need? Is it having a checklist that you print out that you look at every morning and you hold yourself accountable that way? What works for you? Decide to do it. Because I can tell you, I can promise you that when you are consistent, you get results. Bottom line. So, as Heather is finding a new video space. I can't wait to hear about that. Please keep me in the loop, keep us in the loop, because I want to hear about it and I want to see pictures of it and I want to see your videos from your new video space. Thank you for posting this, Chrissy. If you need the support, join the Shine Squad, shine-365.com. Darla is in the Amazing Shine Club and just need to start using the resources. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And now that you've told me that, I am going to be looking out for you in the club this week. And I hope that you join us for on Wednesday. We have our Q&A call on Zoom where we're going to talk one-on-one. And anyone in the club who wants to join can join our Zoom call and chat about needs and resources that will help you stay accountable. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back next Friday, always here on Fridays, to talk about ways to creatively get yourself out there to shine online. Why? Because the world needs more of you and your brilliance. I want to help you show up and shine as the amazing, unique, brilliant superstar that you are. So please remember to choose happy, share joy, and shine unapologetically. Again, because the world needs more you, and you make the world a better place. So, for my benefit, can you please get out there and shine? I love you, my friends. I will see you next Friday. Have a great day.